Well, let's hope business is looking good for a whole lot. Now, time for us to look at our business stories with Adeshawa.
Well, Sulaiman, I can tell you that it isn't looking so good, especially with the Naira. Experts say it may be extending losses in the week ahead due to strong demand for the dollar. The local currency closed at 163 Naira 25 kobo to the dollar compared to 162 Naira 6 kobo the previous session. The Naira has been under pressure in recent weeks as offshore investors have been selling equities and repatriating funds. Dealers say that the Naira may trade within a 162 to 163 to the dollar band in the next few days. Now, the federal government has concluded plans to create 3 new automobile clusters and training centers across the country. This is part of efforts in tackling unemployment through the implementation of an integrated industrial skills and manpower development program. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Mr. Olusegun Oganga, made this known at the ongoing Industrial Training Fund 19th Biennial Training Conference on Skills Acquisition and Job Creation in Calabar. The 3 automobile training centers and clusters will be situated in Lagos, Nnewi in Anambra, and Kano, and will focus on the provision of specialized training for Nigerians in auto maintenance and spare parts production. And now the bullish run at the Nigerian equities market yesterday was short-lived as the bears reclaimed trading on the floor of the exchange. The all-share index went down by 0.1%, closing at 36,224.44 points, with a market capitalization of 11.53 trillion naira. Loretta Chiogo tells us more.
Welcome to the Stock Market Report tonight. The local bourse took a step back as the all-share index closed in negative territory. The key benchmark index went down by 0.1%, closing 36,224.44 points, while the market capitalization ended at 11.53 trillion naira. On the laggards table, Northern Nigerian Flour Mills shared 9.97% to top the list. The top percentage gainers for the day includes IHS, Wapik Insurance and Portland Paints Products Nigeria PLC. Industrial heavyweights Dangote Cement was also among the day's gainers. Royal Exchange, Access Bank and Unity Bank topped the volume chart, churning out 66.17, 36.23 and 28.05 million units. When the closing bell rang, 323.68 million units had been exchanged in over 5,000 deals for 2.87 billion naira. And that's the Stock Market Report. I am Loretta Chiogo.
Well, thank you, Loretta. That's business news at this hour. Sulaiman will be back in just a moment.
Well, Charles, I understand we dropped a notch in the rankings.
After a string of victories, well, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have dropped 1 spot on the latest rankings for football-playing nations released by FIFA. Nigeria is now the 36th ranked in the world, but retained its 4th position on the continent. The Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire are the best team in Africa despite dropping 1 spot to become 19th in the world. Ghana are in 2nd position on the continent, followed by the Desert Foxes of Algeria, who climbed up 6 spots and are now 28th in the world, while the Eagles of Mali are in 5th position. Cape Verde Islands, Tunisia, Egypt, Burkina Faso and Cameroon make up the rest of the African top 10 in that order. World and European champions Spain remain the best football-playing nation in the world according to the latest rankings by the governing body FIFA. Spain are closely followed by South American giants Argentina. Germany are in 3rd, while Italy and Colombia complete the top 5. Belgium moved up 4 spots and are in 6th, followed by Uruguay. 5-time world champions Brazil occupy the 8th position. The Orange Boys from Holland, who slipped by 4 spots, are in the 9th position, while Croatia are in the 10th position. The FIFA Disciplinary Committee has sanctioned the Cape Verdean Football Association for fielding an ineligible player in the preliminary competition match for the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil between Tunisia and the Cape Verde Islands on September the 7th. The match has been declared awarded 3-0 in favor of Tunisia, meaning that the Cape Verde Islands will not progress to round 3 of the FIFA World Cup African Zone qualifiers, having dropped to second place in Group B with 9 points, while Tunisia finished first with 14 points and will now advance. The sanction relates to the Cape Verde player Fernando Varela failing to serve the full 4-match suspension imposed on him after receiving a red card for unsporting conduct towards a match official during a FIFA World Cup qualifier on March the 24th. The draws for round 3 of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers in the African zone will be conducted next Monday, September the 16th. Talk about a rude awakening, and that's it on Sports News. It's back to you, Sulaiman.
Well, the United Nations Associate Spokesman Farhan Haq has confirmed the UN has received documents from Syria on joining the Chemical Weapons Convention, which outlaws the production and use. The convention requires all parties to declare and destroy all of the chemical weapons they possess. Earlier, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad appeared on Russian TV to confirm that his country's chemical weapons will be placed under international control. Mr. Assad said the move was as a result of a Russian initiative and not the threat of U.S. military action. And the main news again, 300 houses have been destroyed following 20 hours of rainfall in Kaduna, just as Nimet has warned of more flooding in some other states in the country. President Goodluck Jonathan has declared that Nigeria is winning the fight against terrorism in the country. Well, and Syria's President Bashar al-Assad has confirmed chemical weapons will be placed under international control. That's the news at 10 tonight. Many thanks for watching.